All right. Hello, everybody. We are back after a little bit of a break. I've been away. I was on a little mini vacation. Went up to Quebec City. It's beautiful. If you're in this part of the world at some point, I recommend it. Very cute, very historic city. Lots of really neat old stuff there. It's the oldest settlement in North America. So yeah, if you are into that kind of European vibe, it's got lots of it, lots of good food, lots of museums, lots of history, as I mentioned. Yeah, do recommend. But it did mean I didn't get a chance to work too much on projects last week. So not really any new progress to report, but if you're following along on the stream on the progress of this project, then that's good. It means you haven't missed anything. So we're going to continue along today, hooking up some of the back-end AI stuff. The goal is to get end-to-end chat working in our virtual human project. I guess facial animation, because we know that doesn't really work on Apple Vision Pro currently. So not gonna worry about the facial sync or other animation stuff at the moment. Those are features we'll add later. We just really want to do the round trip kind of chat interface. And staying caffeinated. So, I suppose a good place to start is going to be, again, showing you guys where we left off and where we have left to go, and we can talk about that. Yeah, I don't think there's any new product demos that I wanted to do today, really. So I think we can probably just jump straight into it. That's some crud. I gotta clean my keyboard. It's been a little bit. Un moment. While I grab my Vision Pro again. Here, I'm gonna, there we go. I think that's good. I'm gonna turn up the gain on this mic just a smidge. Oh, also, it's in the wrong. There we go. Voice mode. That's better. It was in guitar mode, because I was playing my guitar again. Which I got to do a little bit more of. I started keeping my guitar next to my desk more frequently, just so I can noodle around with it. Also, it keeps me, it's a good fidget toy actually. Like, I need stuff to do with my hands, so I'm not scratching my beard and stuff. It's a bad habit I've got. I stroke my beard a lot, and so I'm trying to stop that. And I find having the guitar now has actually been good. Instead of touching my face, I'll touch the neck of the guitar and just kind of noodle. So it's all about finding what works for you. Hawkeye. Let's see, where are we at? Let's pull up a couple things. I'm going to see if we've got the project kind of ready to go, if it's going to load. No. Okay, so we're going to have to re-push it to the device. That's not a problem. There we go. Got the full headgear on. Let's do this. And what we'll do is where are we? Beautiful. Okay. I gotta remember my setup again. So we're gonna go air server. Now I have a license for it. Huzzah, totally worth it. If I go to MR capture mode, it should, awesome, pop up there just like that, beautiful. And then in headset, let's go, share to, this computer is called Epoch. And it is named after Chrono's machine in Chrono Trigger. How are we doing? Is that working? That is working great. All right, let's see. So we've got our desktop here. Oh yeah. The other thing to do if I want to seamlessly use that machine is I want to go real VNC. Let me turn this down a sec. Great. Connect to MacBook Air. Perfect. Try not to look at my hands so you can't screen hack me. Get my password from a laptop. Alright, beautiful. Now I've got my mouse and keyboard connected to this machine, which is lovely. Alright, so because we want to show off the UI, the Swift UI stuff, we're going to have to actually do a quick build. That's Mac Shift B. No? Okay. Build the defaults. Let's go. Vision OS choose. And now I pretty much know where all of the Xcode extra cruft lives to make it easy to clear out later if we run out of drive space. Because that stuff is just silly. What's this? Unity Hub has a new version. Okay, well, that will be installed later. Great. That built. This all should build pretty quick, I think, given that I think it has already been built recently. So it shouldn't be too much extra to do for it. We've already got all those intermediate files. Cool. Let's see what's going on my Windows desktop for a sec there. Signing. Oh yeah, still need to set up my Apple developer account properly. That's on my to-do list, because I would love for people to be able to try this on test flight. But that's okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. Build for Apple Vision Pro. That looks good. That looks good. Let's build. And run. In other news, I saw this week there's been a lot of to-do about the production of Apple Vision Pros. And some sources were citing that Apple has been cutting their production targets based on sales figures, while other sources have said that that's been blown out of proportion, or that it's just outright false. So I don't know what to believe necessarily from all of that, but I can't imagine that any of this has come as a shock to Apple, given that you know, this device is still a very early V1 kind of device where, you know, many folks I think are still considering it to be a dev kit, basically. So it doesn't discourage me necessarily about the future of it. I think we're gonna be fine. I think we're gonna see, you know, as more and more developers start thinking about AR. And actually, the announcement, Meta's announcement, I think, is really exciting. The fact that they're going to start releasing, what did they? I don't know what they're calling it. Horizon OS, maybe something, to hardware developers to start building on top of the Meta OS. I think is going to be really cool, and really open up the space a lot. Ooh, here we go, y'all. Gonna give you a rundown of where we at. Okay, I'm gonna turn up. There we go. Let's be in the desert for this. Or just the office. When it's deploying, it like kicks me out of the environment for some reason. Not sure if that's a bug or what. There we go. So, great. Here is our character. Gotta love those environment map details, too. Oh yeah, again, animation's not working. But this is the menu that we care about. This is our chat log. Close that for a sec. Oh, does that, let me see if that works. Sorry, I'm gonna look back and forth a couple times here. So, why isn't that button not doing anything? Call back from Swift. Oh, dance. I think that button might be hooked up to the wrong thing. But that's okay. Anyway, that's kind of where we're at. We've got our character, we've got our chat menu, and we want to hook that chat menu up to our ChatGPT backend. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And we've got a couple other projects that are in fact using the ChatGPT backend already that we're gonna pilfer from. So I will. Let's turn you all the way down, and I'm gonna go to my just Mac display here. So let's do Mac desktop. Great, cool. I'll turn off picture-in-picture here. EVP, cool, awesome. And then we can do a little bit of. Let's see, move stuff around. I want to, where's my Twitch window? I'm gonna open chat over here. Channel created a video producer. That one, yeah? No, channel dashboard. Okay, go back. Back. There we go, dashboard. Yeah, great. Manage. Awesome. Let's do this. Pop out. Where's the pop out button? Pop out. Great. Yeah, there we go. Yep, that makes it handy for me. Now I've got a floating Twitch chat. Beautiful. Put that guy right above my lava lamp, and we're ready to work. Okay, that window's just a bit big for my liking. Make it a scooch bigger. Perfect. Oh, let me plug in my laptop here. Sorry. Don't want to be running out of power. I like this track. Oh, it's gone to sleep. There we go. Better. Let me just see if we're kind of at the right aspect ratio and stuff. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think we're seeing the whole thing. Oh, not quite. Oh, for some reason it's, there we go. Got scooched. Scooch it back. Okay, I think we good now. Whoop. Awesome. What's up, Raiders? How's it going? Welcome in. Hey, Duca, One Lion, TBD Gamer. Slide is not from a zoo. Yeah, that's right. We're back. We're back this week. Working on our digital humans. How you guys doing? How's your stream? Where's my cursor? Okay, there we go. Yeah, it is good to be back. I'm excited to get back to work here. Today, our goal is to get the round trip working in our app so that we can talk to our ChatGPT character. Talked about solution architecting or something along those lines. Excellent. Sounds like it was a fun discussion, I imagine. Deflux, welcome. Whoop whoop. Here, I've got the headset all on. I may as well just show you guys what I'm talking about today, since y'all just popped in. So let me hit the run button. And we'll take a look here real quick. Let me switch to MR mode as I try not to whip my head back and forth. Found a game engine you really like and got a bit comfortable with it. Don't think you can use it with HoloLens too. Good question, One Line. That was my question too. Is it Godot? Go for the immediate future is to do post-stream stuff. Can't think much beyond that. Cool. What's the post-stream stuff? Stride3D.net. Interesting. That's one I have not heard of before. What is the draw to Stride3D? What's the what made you decide to use that engine? Okay, yeah, typical post-stream, just refresh yourself stuff. Good, do it, grab your lunch. All right, y'all, so this is what we're looking at. So here's our animated, in air quotes, character. We know that the animations aren't quite right, but not caring about that right now. The main thing that we're doing is the chat. Hot reload works a treat with it. Awesome. Hot reload is great. Yeah, I just I picked up the Unity Hot Reload add-on, but I haven't set it up yet. I mean, some of the things for me is like working with Polyspatial for the Vision Pro and trying to use the OS native UI. I have to actually do a build and push. I can't like run from inside the engine anyway, so yeah, unfortunately that's a little bit of a non-starter for my use case, but super glad that you found something that works out for you. That's really cool. But sounds like it's not HoloLens 2 compatible. Is it? Do you know if it's compatible with Vision Pro? I guess I can click the link and check. Let's see. Let's pop that out. Stride game engine. Let's pop that out to its own page. It does do VR stuff. Now compatible with .NET and leveraging the latest enhancements in C# 12. That's cool. That's great. Stride is free and open source. Nifty. Develop once, deploy cross-platform. Works on Windows Desktop, Windows Universal, iOS, Android, Linux, macOS. It does support Windows Universal, so possibly HoloLens too. Nifty. That looks pretty cool. Oh, VVVV. That's cool too. They're one of the sponsors. I haven't played with VVVV myself, but it looked really neat. Can I click on it? If you guys haven't seen this, this is a pretty neat little visual programming thing too. Let's see. Do they have like? Show me some screenshots. How about okay, showcase maybe? Data correlations between here's stuff built with it. But yeah, it's pretty neat. It's just like a low code, no code kind of visual scripting environment. It's cool. It looked neat. It looked fun. You can do a bunch of stuff with it, it seems. So yeah, slick. Cool stuff. You might have to write some sort of gesture input. Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah, they might not support all of the HoloLens features. So it's open source though. You can write it yourself, I suppose. If that's what you're working on. I don't know if Godot supports HoloLens 2. They may natively. What we are up to. So this little chat box here we got hooked up last time using some help from ChatGPT to help us write our Swift code. So here's just our little sample dialogue, but we want to be able to actually use the ChatGPT backend and do the round trip. So I think what we can do is start hooking up some of the stuff from previous projects that worked. So let me switch back to desktop view. There we go. I got crumbs on me. I'm eating my cookies. All right, let's see. I'm gonna close the build menu. And I think I already imported the ChatGPT script. I did, that's awesome. So I think the first thing we want to do is let's create an object and attach it here. I'm just going to call it ChatGPT. And we're going to attach this guy. Great. Okay, so there's a few things here that isn't going to work on chat message received. Okay, so we're going to have to hook up probably the Swift UI. Actually, you know what? I'm going to delete this. Swift UI. Is that what I want to do? Actually, come to think of it, I think maybe not. I think I will leave this as a separate object. Trying to debate it. Well, hey, you guys were just talking about architecture in the last stream. What did you learn? What were the major discussion points? What was what's the best practices for architecture? Scott, you've got some architecture advice for me? Let's see. Where's my project that works? I think it's on the Windows machine here. I'm gonna minimize this window for a sec. And oh, that makes it go black. That's stupid. Let's not do that. I don't know what you're looking for. I don't know. I was just seeing what you guys were kind of chatting about. I guess, like, for me, looking at Unity architecture and how to kind of set up my UI. So I want to have like a nice separation of functionality between like the rendering, the UI kind of control, which is done in that where'd it go? Swift UI component, and the like business logic, I guess you could call it that, which will be handled by the chat system, the brain of the character. One of them is to group projects that have dependencies in the same solution. Another one is to group them by data access needs. So I suppose, yeah. So you guys are talking about kind of focused more on the .NET side of how to lay stuff out. But yeah, okay. So here, I guess theoretically, it's the same sort of high level ideas, but we're gonna group stuff kind of based on functionality, not so much dependencies. Dependencies, I mean, especially with Unity stuff, will live as sort of separate Unity. What do they call it? I think maybe even dependency, a package, separate Unity package, which is handy. Let's see. So I wanted to open let's open Unity Hub over here, and then I can switch machines. Let's go like bop bop. Blackened CF. Hello. Oh, you're okay, hold on. That is not what I want to see. I want to do this. Let's see. Where's our options? Come here. Block. And Blackened CF. Sorry, buddy. You out of here. Okay, let's open our AI agent Unity. This is where we have the ChatGPT stuff. And I may have to do the old like switch the camera feed, because I think I've got my API keys still just hard coded in here, which, yeah, is bad practice. I know. Sue me. Whoa. Okay, don't highlight stuff there. Did it load? No, this is the other one now. Where is it? It's over here. There it is. All right, great. So let's. I'll show you guys this one, and I think this will just work if I hit run. And I should give him a default message to start off with too. Hey, what's up? Let's see. You still connected?
Hey there. Not much. Just working on building human digital twins at Solipsys Studios. How can I help you?
Sweet. Thanks, bud. That's awesome. Cool. So great. I've got that now as a reference should I need it. But I think I know what I'm doing here. So let's switch back to our this guy. Perfect. Let's go full screen with that too. Why not? Mac mode. Yep, it is. This is a 4K monitor. And I'm also kind of using the Vision Pro as a separate output device too. So there's a little bit or a lot bit of crazy display routing happening right now. All right, so the first thing I want to do, let's make sure that our buttons are connected correctly. Oh, where'd my cursor go again? There it is. Great. So the first thing that I had noticed earlier is that it looked like the show chat window wasn't hooked up quite right. What's going on? Clicks are not registering. Okay, we're good. So we're gonna check out, I guess first of all, we've got our Visual Studio project open here too. Let me zoom in so y'all can read. It's not teeny tiny. Let's see, this Control Plus? No, how do I do, what's the hotkey on Mac? There we go. Oh, yeah, well, there we go. I'm gonna have to change that API key. Sigh. Yep, all C# code. Yeah, Unity is nice because it also uses C# under the hood, which is very nice for me. I'm quite used to C# and .NET stuff. So I want to, first of all, we're going to take a look. We're going to jump out of, does Unity use some .NET? Yeah, Unity is mostly .NET. So actually, yeah, like all of the game scripting is done in C#.NET using the Mono backend. The Unity engine itself, I think, is also implemented pretty substantially in C#. But unfortunately, we're gonna jump over and take a look at a little bit of Mac Swift code, which is definitely not C#, and look at, because we're gonna do a little bit of cross-platform stuff here too. So we've got so this is what we want to be calling, is this Open Swift window when I click that button, and I want to debug what was going on. So I've got my main menu. Oh, I didn't hook it up. That explains it. That's definitely a reason why it doesn't do anything. So let's add some functionality for that. So I want to call, what's my call menu option? Callback. Is that in the bridge? I think so. Call menu option callback. Yeah, right here. It's going to call smessage delegates. Whoa. Okay, and here we go. We're setting. I've got to remind myself how this stuff is working again, because we're setting up our callback delegate here in set Swift message callback. Go away. Where do I call set Swift message callback? Call menu option callback. Okay, because there's, yeah, and then message callback is its own delegate. That probably is happening in the menu, right? No, that's not where I set that. Where do I set that? Is it in chat view? No, that's chat view down there. Oh, about the injected scene, that's the only one. Okay, now I'm not sure. Set. Oh, you know what? Oh, right, because I'm I'm setting in C#. This is in C#. Because if I go copy and I look for it, we should see it. Yeah, in our CS code. Exactly. So, yep, in our SwiftUI Manager, which is the thing that we've hooked up in Unity here. So in our SwiftUI object, we've got our SwiftUI Manager, which in the onEnable function, so in Unity, onEnable gets called, basically, this is kind of, you can think of it a little bit as the constructor. It's not exactly, because it will get called every time you toggle the enabled state, which happens right after construction. But you can also kind of do it manually. But yeah, okay, so we're setting the Swift menu option callback to be Swift menu callback, which is, let's trace through my code. Swift menu callback is here. So we're just gonna do a little debug log callback from Swift, and then here's the thing that we're doing here. So okay, so I actually don't want to call into here because this is doing Unity stuff. So I actually don't need to do that, I guess, from here. So I don't need to call this callback. I can actually just I think do stuff directly in Swift at this point. So I just need to call the create window, or like create view thing, which is like, I think I can just do this, like call a window group. Go like blah. Simple text hello world. I don't know why that's there. Let's see. So if I copy that window group, think if I do this, it will just create the window again after it's been closed. I probably want to do something like keeping track of if it's open or not. And I had ChatGPT help me with this stuff the first time, so I might be able to go and ask ChatGPT for some more help here too if this doesn't work out. But you know what, let's try it. Let's see what happens. I like to live dangerously. I don't know about y'all. Okay, so this is all inside Swift, so I don't need to rebuild my Unity project. I can just build and run. Oh, no, I do need to, because I've got it copies it. This is part of a whole... yeah, it's got to bundle it and copy it, so I do actually have to do this. Bah. I could probably iterate a bit quicker if I made some changes inside the cached version in the Xcode project instead, which maybe I'll do that in the future. Yeah, so I can iterate a little bit more quickly. Yeah, let's close. Hold on. Oh, Xcode is still running. I'm gonna stop it. I don't want stuff to get borked. Cool, it's gone. And that should, yep, build very quickly. Now, if we go over here, oops, that's just Swift code. I gotta go here, do certificate signing, and then run. We can double check that got copied by opening, what was it, main menu? Cannot preview. Okay, interesting. So this looks like it's an error. Result of call, okay. So that's handy at least. It's giving me this stuff. Result of call is unused. Okay, no, that's just a warning. The result of call to default size is unused. It's probably okay. Let's see what happens. Let's just give her. Is it going? Yeah, okay, there we go. 4 out of 25 build tasks. So I mean, I think that it seems like there is some reason why I can't do a preview. I don't know why. Needs on Swift optimization. Oh, okay. I gotta turn off the code optimization. Let's see what's gonna happen. Like, I am definitely not a pro when it comes to Apple stuff. This is my first Apple development project ever. And it is definitely a learning curve. Okay, where's my stuff? Great, there's my character. Plop you over here somewhere. Plop. Where'd my other windows go? Hiding behind this window. All right. So let's see. So I got my 2 windows here. With this one open, if I click. Okay. How about, did I get any output? Lots of window resized messages. Let's see, where does that end? Lots of window resize messages. And I think it told me that logging had failed, right? So I'm not getting any of my log messages, which is a bummer. Adding AR data provider, blah, blah, blah. It does seem like some Unity logging stuff. There's definitely some stuff happening. I think I'm getting the output messages from Swift. So, okay, let's see if I close and click you. No, that didn't do anything. Can I put breakpoint? How does that work? Breakpoints? Breakpoints. How do I breakpoint? Make additional blah 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 book. Can I? It says I'm running. Debug. Breakpoints. It creates Swift error breakpoint. Delete breakpoint current line. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess I had created one. I guess that's what this is. Interesting. Okay. Okay. All right. So if I click you, are we? We're okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Thread 1 breakpoint blah. Okay, we did it. Y'all, this is my first Xcode breakpoint. Be excited for me. This is hype. Okay, what are we looking at? Where is stuff? How is this laid out? What's going on? Is this my stack? That's just assembly code. View. Editor. Debug. I don't know. I'm looking at console. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is definitely output. This is just a threads. This is just threads view, I think. This isn't really helpful. I mean, okay, this is maybe like as much call stack as it has. Hey, Cypher, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, we're looking at Xcode. And yeah, had a great vacation. Went to Quebec City. It's beautiful. For folks that get a chance to go, I definitely recommend it. It's one of the, I think it's the oldest settlement in North America. Yeah, really cool. So it's kind of like an old European style city. There's like the old city walls and everything there. It's really cool. Lots of dangerous stuff to potentially fall off of, but very cool. And nobody did. We're all still safe. Nobody broke any bones. Yeah, weather turned out pretty good. Had a great time. Lots of good food. Now I'm excited to be back. And now I am trying to figure out Xcode debugging. I want to know what the heck is happening here. What is there a shortcut for stepping? F6. Okay. So we're gonna push some buttons. Let's just see. Window group. Okay, so stepping over that. Oh, result of call. Here we go. Oh, that's all it says. It's just the result of that call is unused. Okay, so I stepped over the window group. I think that's just the constructor. Now I'm at the chat view constructor. Is this a native app or built from Unity? It's a little bit of both. We're building our Unity projects to interoperate with native Swift UI. Because Swift UI is actually, even though I don't know Apple stuff very well at all, it's still easier to build UIs with Swift UI versus inside the Unity editor. Yeah, you can do both. As of the most recent Polyspatial update, they support interoperability with native Swift UI. So that's what we're doing. So we've kind of got our... Here, let me just... I'll switch real quick to mixed reality mode. I'm just not there full time. There we go. So you can kind of see I've got the main menu here. That this is all Swift, and then the other, I guess. Oh, I don't know where he went. Well, there's a Unity character too that was implemented in Unity. But let me go. I'll stick on desktop for the time being, so that I'm not whipping my head around. Checked out Apple Design Kit on Figma. There's a GitHub repo of the same for Unity, which can run on Quest 2. Oh, very cool. I will definitely check that out. Here, let me write it down so I don't forget. I guess I'll copy paste. See if it works. Where's my... Oh, there it is. Perfect. Makes building an Apple UI in Unity a bit easier. Very cool. Yeah, it is now on my stuff to check out, so that's pretty cool. I'm not a Figma Pro, and I know there's a little bit of a learning curve to that too. Oh, sweet. Nice. Thanks for the link. That's even better. Sweet. Thank you, Cypher. Very helpful. Yeah, awesome. That will probably be very useful. Send it to my designer teammates. Very cool. So far, I've kind of just been using ChatGPT to help me do the Swift stuff. I just kind of tell it what I want, and so far it's been able to do it for me. And it's been pretty good, actually. If I can get this window to come back. So what I want to do right now is I want to try to just make this button open this chat window. So I'm seeing like what's going on with this. So I may just need to get ChatGPT to help me with that too. Okay, I wanted to see if I was going to get any output from that call. Cool. Ooh, and a GitHub. Excellent. Apple Vision Pro UI kit. Very sick. Thank you. Thank you, sir. That will be useful. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT can help us with in the meantime. Because it was good about that previously. Chat.openai. Where's my... Oh my god, I can't see what I'm looking at. There we go. Now has memory across chats. Oh, that's pretty cool. Good job. Okay, SwiftUI iMessage. Okay, let's go to my SwiftUI chat. I guess it does memory across chat, so I can always like open a different one, but okay. I'm gonna ask it. Blah blah blah. So what's it doing here? Open chat view. Okay. I think this is probably what I want. I want to implement this function. I can probably just copy and paste this. A main scene.anchor set append. Add your chat entity to the scene. Very cool. Maybe I'll just ask it to clarify. So I'm gonna let's do that. So if I close the chat window, just have to call. What did he call it? Open chat view to reopen it. Open chat view to reopen it. Correct. Original has views. Opening and closing windows. Somewhat different from. Okay. When you close a view in a Vision OS, typically remove or hide the entity from the scene. To open or show it again, you'd either recreate it or make it visible again in the scene. Okay, interesting. A method to remove the entity from the anchor attached to. Somebody saying its visibility to false. Okay. Okay, well, so after it's done typing this, I'm going to ask it what the default behavior is when I click the little close button. To reopen the chat view, you can call a function like open chat view to re-add or re-enable the entity in the scene. It's just hidden, not removed. You might simply toggle its visibility back to true. You recreate it. Okay. Okay. That's false. Okay. Let chat view equals chat view. Entity chat entity equals try entity. Okay, so we're gonna try to get it first, I guess. And then we set its position, and then we append it again. Okay. That exists. If it does, just makes it visible again by setting isn't equal to true. Is that what it's at? Chat equals chat entity. Okay. Okay. Cool. That does seem to be the case. Okay. Okay, let's ask it then. When I click... Actually, here, let me make these text a little bit bigger, too. There, make it easier for y'all to read on stream. That's better. When I click the close button in Vision OS... What is the behavior? What? What are you talking about? It must be defined by the... But it does close, dude. There is a default. Built-in behavior, closing or minimizing windows. UI paradigms are different. Using my theorem of closing. Close button with a vision of element that users can. Dude, it's on the window. Nah, man, it's on the window. I'm gonna try to convince it. No, but Vision OS. Windows have a close button already as part of the OS UI. What happens when I click that button? Yeah, that was like a close button for the Windows Chrome. Yeah, close the window or experience. Okay. So does that mean it's still? I guess it's deleting it, yeah.
though. I think this is the GPT that's trained on just iOS development, I think, and not, this isn't the specifically Vision OS one, so I might have to ask the Vision OS one. Get out of here. Okay. Likely state preservation, blah, blah, blah. Handle, close, window, my window.onClose. Okay, that's cool. So I guess that seems like a thing that happens. Alright, so I probably want to recreate it then, but I guess either way. I'm going to close behavior. No, I don't care. Go away. Open chat view. This is the stuff I want. So I want to be able to open the chat view. Let's copy this function. Actually, I don't even care. Like, the show hide stuff, I don't even care. I just want the old school one that it gave me. This one. This is fine. This is perfect. Copy you. Let's see. Let's try to do it right here in Xcode. Chat experience. Okay. Main menu, content view. All right, let's put this. Our bodies of view. Okay, so this is, I guess, the sort of constructor of it. Yeah. So let's do this. Cannot find entity in scope. Cannot find main scene in scope. Okay. This is a scene. I wonder if there's a way to just get the current scene. Let's ask ChatGPT. Let's go back. Okay, so is there a way to get the current scene object? Okay, via a reference and code. Okay, so I guess with possibly setting that up in the constructor, do like some dependency injection sort of thing. If the scene is being displayed, oh, or I guess I can do it here from a view or view controller. If the scene is being displayed through a specific view. So arview.scene. Okay, so cool. Here's an example. No specific method. Okay. Real life application. Okay, fine. Okay, how do I reference this object in Swift code? Okay, self BD. Awesome. So I can go self.scene. That sounds good. Let's try that. So self.scene. Oh, I started here. So self.scene. like that. Okay, let's stop now, because now there's some stuff. Now I've got some more understanding. This looks main menu content view has no member seen. Doesn't it though? What do we have? Focused scene object. You lie, ChatGPT. Main scene. All right, let's open the Vision. Let's open a Vision OS dev instance. This one might have a little bit more knowledge versus the iOS one. iOS one was a little bit better at SwiftUI, but this one, I don't know, might be a little bit better at Vision OS stuff. So let's give it a shot. Okay. So let's ask it in SwiftUI code for Vision OS. How can I open and close a view? Let's say that. Or how do I open a view? I'm just gonna say I don't even need to close. I want to open a view that has been closed. Maybe even reopen. Let's do that. Reopen a view that's been closed. All right, Vision OS. Dev bot. Give me your best code. You can use environment personal levers and find it. Open immersive space, dismiss immersive space. Okay, interesting. The setup is essential for handling the view lifecycle within an immersive environment like Vision OS. Ensuring the views can be reopened after they've been closed. Okay. Okay, so they're saying... So this is... Okay, this is our content view. Open immersive space, toggle view, show view. Show view.toggle. State. Versus space. More. Oh, your view ID. Okay, interesting. Open immersive space. Okay. I don't know what this... Can you... Maybe I'll ask it to explain. Let's see what happens if I try that. Can you explain what this line is doing? A declaration that uses the environment property wrapper to inject environment value into your SwiftUI view. Provides a way to read values from the environment. Okay, as a collection of values to define the student views that views can access. It's managed by SwiftUI. Of a specific environment value. Okay, so we are calling an environment function called Open Immersive Space. Okay. Space identifier. Is that necessary? Let's see. This is interesting. Is that necessary? Can I not just call open immersive space directly? Look at us, chat. We're learning how VisionOS dev works here. Yes, you do need to use the @environment property wrapper. You can't just call it. Here's why. Okay. Environment integration. SwiftUI, the environment is used to pass data down the view hierarchy. Okay. But I'll just ask Gemini later. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Gemini's all right. I suppose for a lot of you folks, you're not doing a lot of Apple development stuff, so not directly related to day-to-day stuff. But man, I'm glad that these chatbots exist now, because trying to pour through this documentation myself just takes forever. Don't need to know this was Without the environment wrapper, you would need to find another way to access VisionOS specific features like opening immersive spaces, solutions using global objects, functions deeply through many layers of view constructors. Interesting. Like, I'm not sure I totally follow this reasoning. Like there must be some built-in SwiftUI concepts that makes this necessary. Because like, why can't I just include like an import and then call some functions? Like, to me, that doesn't make sense, really. But okay, I guess I'll take its word for it. So while it might seem like an extra step or slightly abstract, it is necessary for SwiftUI's design principles. I mean, this features effectively. It ensures your code remains clean and integrated with SwiftUI and VisionOS ecosystems. But like, is there a counterexample of something else that I can kind of provide it? That's my function, right? Call menu action, callback. But like, why not just have an import statement? Just use an import statement. I like how I'm having this conversation with ChatGPT. Man, like I said, I love that this is a thing now. Functionality like okay, we're learning stuff. I like learning. All right, so let's break it down. Let's see if I can understand this, and then I can, maybe help others if they're running into trouble understanding as well. So here's how they differ and why an import statement isn't a substitute for an environment property wrapper in this context. So let's see how they differ. So purpose for imports. It can include frameworks, libraries, or modules so that their public types and functions become available in your code file. Yeah, import SwiftUI brings in all the definitions, functionality provided SwiftUI, marks as public or open. Yes. Right. Makes the code from a library available to the file in which it's declared. Yeah, right. See, that's what I expect. But it does not automatically instantiate objects, call functions, or manage state from that library. Yes, as expected. Environment variables. Purpose. The environment property wrapper is designed to inject and access data that is managed by the SwiftUI environment. Okay. This is a form of dependency injection that decouples the components of your app. Yeah. It allows SwiftUI to manage the lifecycle and scope of the data, such as UI themes, locale settings, or in your case, system functionality like open immersive space. Okay, I think so. Specific functionality isn't a library or a module, but likely a specific method provided by the VisionOS environment to manage immersive space operations in your app's view. This method is contextual. It needs to know about the current view and state to operate correctly. Okay, so why not just call a function? Yeah, that's my question. Functions like open immersive space and SwiftUI are integrated with the system's environment to automatically handle state and context. Okay, if you were to call this function directly, you'd have to manually manage this context. Okay, I think I'm getting it, because open immersive space, it's wrapping more than just being like a static function. So it sounds like open immersive space has some context baked into it, which that in itself seems that's a little bit tricky to wrap your head around. The fact that like a function call can hold context is not something that I'm used to, but that's what it sounds like is happening here. Maybe I'll ask another clarifying question. Okay, SwiftUI's declarative nature is designed to be declarative and reactive. By using the environment wrapper, you adhere to this design paradigm, allowing SwiftUI to react to changes in environment. This is update the UI accordingly. UI code cleaner and focus on discrimination rather than how things are executed. Okay, so import brings the code into scope, something like environment access allows SwiftUI's design. Okay. Sure. Okay, so does that mean that open the functions like open immersive space in Swift UI can store context? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. Well, so it sounds like then that is required. So let's do that. I'm glad that it sort of clarified. That's definitely a concept that I haven't really come across before, but that's interesting. All right, and we do that inside the view definition. Open immersive space. So let's close this. So when I click that button, I'm going to call open immersive space. Actually, I'm going to copy this whole block. Sure, why not? I don't know if this stuff is good, if this is like the best practice, but it seems like it might be. Immersive space, example space ID. I think the other example showed I can use that to open the view. Open immersive space ID, yeah. Your view ID. Great, let's do that. And what did we call it? Go back to my hierarchy. Chat view. Do I call it like chat view like that? Is it? Oh, ID. I think this one. Chat window. It's either going to be chat window or chat view. I guess we'll find out. Switch. Immersive space. This is going to be chat window 2. Oops. Opening chat window. Okay. All right. Let's give that a go. And then if this stuff works, I have to remember to copy it back into the real version of this file in Unity. Is there's still errors? You cannot find entity in scope. Okay. This one, this function, I think I don't need. All right, I'm gonna let y'all follow along. Let's open immersive view. I have a hotkey. What's my hotkey? Let's see. Great. Okay, super. View. Okay, here's chat view. And I wish it wouldn't keep moving this, but whatever. All right, so let's see if I just click it now. Oh, I'm at a breakpoint. See, let me move you over here. Okay, F6, step over. Let's close you first. Oh. Step over failed. That's fun. Cancel. What's continue? Control Paul Y. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, let's disable this breakpoint for now. I can go Control Y. Failed to, okay. No immersive space, here it is, with chat windows defined. Okay, so that's the error. So let's try chat view then. This might not be quite right then either. This might not be the right function. Okay. Man, please stop moving my windows around. I hate that. Okay. Bring you over here. Okay, so interesting. So now the window's open right now. Let's see what happens if I click it while it's open. Yeah, no immersive space with it. Okay. So that doesn't seem to be right. Let's go back to ChatGPT. I don't think this is quite right. I get an error. No immersive space with ID chat view. Find. I want to open a Swift UI view that has been closed. Oh, you know what it is? It's a window group, I think. Window group. Window group. Not a whole immersive space. Okay. This is the chat view. My app. Okay, that looks like it's kind of how it's set up. Windows button. NS workspace. Users according to the platform standard UI management not as immersive. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured, yo. Okay. For handling regular SwiftUI windows or views without using immersive spaces, more straightforward, state-driven approach. Here's a method: state-driven navigation. Okay. So in the app, window group. Okay, so this looks similar to what we've got. So this is our main menu content view, but we've got our scene, which has a window group, and then inside the window group, we create our view, content view, and chat view. Great. So far, this looks just like what we've got. Okay, and then they've got a regular old chat window. They've got handles, external events. Okay, interesting. Possibly that's something we'll need. And then a binding is chat view presented. This is in our content view. So content view is kind of the main menu, I guess, here. Button open chat. NS app. Send action selector slow show chat for Mac OS or similar action for iOS. DNS app send action by handling external events. Okay, so this is stage driven or two. So this is a different approach. In this setup, you would open the chat view by targeting its event from another part of your application or from external triggers. Using commands to open windows in Mac OS. No, I'm not using Mac OS. Preferring chat window, allowing. Very literal. Okay, I'm not sure. NS app. Okay, maybe I'll ask what is the equivalent for a scene? Okay, what is the equivalent to action for a yeah, scene object? Okay, or UI kit. Scenes state. Like, why this? I feel like this is like. I feel like this is too complicated. Why does this seem so complicated? I just want to reopen a window group, man. So I don't know what this one is doing here. I'm going to delete it. All right, and then in the bridge, am I doing anything in the bridge that needs changing? No, this is just a bunch of static stuff. It will be injected to the top level apps scene. Okay, so like I don't get to touch the top level app really. Oh, but there is a top level app. It seems. Well, so let's try see if that NS app thing works. NS workspace. Send action show chat. Okay, here we go. Show chat key. Interesting. So here's where we defined those actions, environment values of our show chat. Takes a bool, returns a void. Self show chat key. Interesting. Okay, so there's this concept of environment keys. And there's a static default value. It's a bool. Equals. I don't know what this means. And then in our content view, button show chat, show chat. Okay. Something like this though. Let's see. Okay, so we set that up, and then we just gotta import this environment variable. I'm gonna delete this guy. And then we've got button show chat, and we're just gonna call show chat true. Okay, so delete this stuff. Okay, show chats. I think we also need to have the thing that like processes it, don't we? Selector show chat like that, something like that. Let's just try a Google search. Open a window group in SwiftUI. No idea how choosing the way to display them. There's no easy way to do this. This way seen as environment variable. This way you'll be able to... I mean, I guess. Okay, this is possibly. Yeah, just something that like. In other operating systems, definitely on iOS. You're not going to be doing this. And in macOS, even, this is probably not something that's going to happen a whole lot. So I guess I understand why this isn't super straightforward, but it feels like it should still be easy. How to open a second scene in a new window using SwiftUI. Okay, so we have our scene. Need to use handles external events sample. Okay, oh, here we go. wnd.mainview.open. That looks like a thing. wnd.view. Is that a thing? WND dot. Where did that come from? WND. Okay. Enum WND. Main view, case. Function opened. Interesting. Okay. And they're using NS Workspace here to handle this. Main view that open. Self.raw value. Man, the way that this stuff works is very odd. My brain is still trying to wrap itself around what's happening. I know this is all kind of like declarative based, but it's still kind of an odd paradigm. There's several objects. So like scene and window group as some sort of scene. Scenes, I see hierarchy. The following way: single app, one or more scenes, hierarchy of views, or few. It's a root view of a view hierarchy. System. Okay, yeah. How can I control scene displayed? Window group with 2 views in it. How can I switch from one scene to another? How to open a second scene? Why do we need a window group? How to work with them in general. Okay. No idea how it's choosing the way to display them. There's no easy way to do this. What was the question? How to control scene displayed. Okay. So trying to deal with layout is challenging, it seems like. So we're gonna change shelf view. 3. What's question 3? I gotta scroll up and down. Open second scene in new window. So 3 and 4, I guess. And that exactly this view can be shown as separate windows. Looks like SwiftUI works really bad with macOS. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm still. Let me switch back while I'm looking at this stuff. There we go. What? Oh, SwiftUI. Yep, I agree. It's it is particular. Open URL. So it does seem that this NS, like the NS workspace stuff, is going to be kind of the way to go, or like NS app, NS workspace. Oh, come here. Managing scenes. All right. Okay, so I think that's still maybe okay. NS workspace.shared.open. Your app chat window. Okay, open chat. Maybe this is the way. I guess we can try this. This might work in Vision OS too. I don't know. Your app chat window. Okay, array literal. Yeah, here they're also kind of naming a few different. They're creating a few different like named objects. Chat window. Okay, so we're gonna ignore the app. We've got our scene. We've got our window group. It has a name. It's the chat view. Okay, this looks like, here we go. This looks like the simplest way to kind of reference this is this one here. The dot handles external events. Okay, so window, that was a wrapper function they created. That's not built in. That's unfortunate. These guys. Okay, I'm gonna maybe delete that for now. Chat view. I think I still want to put this in. There's a pen, blah. Injected scene. I wonder if I can put this if I have to put this before or after default size. I'm not sure it matters. Let's put it after. Okay, and it's going to handle that. So here, when I push the chat view button, counter for key path from type. Oops. Or key type from path. Either way, let's get rid of it. Okay, so that's doing that, and then here it's calling send action selector show chat blah blah blah. Let's try this. Cannot find. More errors. NSApp. Do I miss an import? Import SwiftUI. NSApp. Let's look this up. SwiftUI. NSApp send action. Programmatically opens settings preferences window in a Mac OS SwiftUI app. Okay. Cool. This is somebody else that wants to do the same kind of thing. In the app window, I found the solution. Okay, for Mac OS 14 SwiftUI, you must use the new settings link view documented here. NSApp.sendAction no longer works. Awesome. Action has been renamed to settings. Let's update. Here's the issue news. What? Oh, is it just okay? It seems okay. Well, let's ask. Let's see. So I'll tell ChatGPT. Hey, it seems NSApp. What's the error? Cannot find. It seems I get an error NSApp not. Found in current scope. How do I fix? Can it be? Mac. Oh, it's specific to Mac OS. Okay. When you're across platform or specifically targeting iOS, watchOS, or tvOS where NSApp does not exist. Okay. Okay. Instead of using NSApp, manage your application state and interaction using SwiftUI's environment to manage navigation features. Mm-hmm. Is there an equivalent of NS app for Vision OS? Same application architecture for managing the lifecycle. Okay. And Swift UI and Reality Kit focusing on immersive. Okay. Lifecycle events handling global actions. Shared objects, singling patterns. Hmm. Okay. So yeah, that solution doesn't work. That's unfortunate because that looked good. Window group handles external events matching open chats. Chat window. Okay, so here's the one that if I call like that, so let's copy that. So here, and those matching. Let's try to zoom in a little bit here too. That's a little better. Make that not totally unreadable. Okay. Let's call it. I'm going to use it. Chat window. Okay. Okay, so then I can't call NSApp send action very well. Let's try this then. Maybe I can use NS workspace. Nope. For Mac OS. All right. Is chat view presented? So we set that here. Contact view. Still, they're using NS app to send messages, and I can't do that in Vision OS. That seems a window group in Vision OS. Let's see. You can alternatively configure your app to open the first immersive space that the app declares. Okay, in any case, specific platforms are able to open more than one scene at a time. Hidden unless the app supports multiple windows. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Open window. Email viewer. Okay. This might be it. This might be it. Little simultaneous scenes. Maybe this is all I have to do. Environment, open window. And if it is, then this ChatGPT knowledge base sucks. Okay, open window. Button. Open window ID. I think I call it chat view. Or chat window. Let's try calling it chat window. And I'm going to remove this little bit because I don't think that's going to be helpful. Cool. At least there's no errors right now. So let's see. Let's see what happens if I do this. Button. Okay, and then they're calling dot opacity, default windows. Oh, right, on the button itself. Gotcha. EnvisionOS. Okay. The value you read depends on both the platform and how you configure your app. So in macOS, don't care. In iPad and EnvisionOS, this property returns true for any app that uses SwiftUI app lifecycle and has the information property list key. For all other platforms and configurations, it returns false. Okay. If your app only ever runs in one of these situations, currently that's the case. So, let's try. Whoop, I scrolled. It's funny, I always think I'm going to be working on one thing and then I get stuck on something different. Now I'm like, oh yeah, it's totally going to be, a single line of code to just call to reopen a window, no problem. Then you get into the rabbit hole. Okay, well that's interesting. You're all the way up here. Where are my other windows at? Great. Here's one window. Let's see. Is that what are we looking at? Great. Okay. Chat view. Ha! There! Yes! Oh my god. Okay, that is the solution. Ha! Thank Christ. That was way harder than it needed to be to find that information. Like, okay, so it really is just one function call, but why is it buried so deep in the documentation? Like, not even those ChatGPT bots trained on the docs could find it. But okay, there we go. We're good. We can keep moving. Huzzah. Thanks, Cypher. I appreciate the support, man. All right. Okay, stop. So I'm going to make sure I copy this code back over to main menu content view in the Visual Studio solution. Now that we've done some updates. And we changed... Did we change the injected scene? I don't think so, actually. That's the same, that's the same. Just the main menu. Did chat view change? No, this didn't even change. Alright. Okay. But now I want to change it. So there's a couple things that we want to do. We want to populate the chat view with the initial message from the model card. So that should go into like, let's see, we take like a to do, because that's going to be, that'll probably be something else to set up. That's a little bit of polish. But let's see. So let's add like a little polish item. Populate. Let's create a to do. To do. Initial message from model card. Cool. I don't need punctuation. Great. So now we can hook up the send message and receive message stuff. Button action send message. So that's what we're going to care about. That's the first thing. Call to manage code to post messages to ChatGPT. So call message callback. Yep. And I suppose we can... Oh my gosh. Input is working. Stop telling me it isn't. Okay. Oh, let's go back to... There we go. Desktop view. I'm just going to resize this so I can see around that error message, because I hate that stupid message. So the message callback, this one, this is part of where we set up, oh no, in the UI bridge. Yeah, interestingly, we're calling... Okay, oh, this is interesting. Yeah, so we're kind of doing like... So the same thing that we did with the open window stuff here, it's kind of the same that we set up by using the environment variable stuff. So I guess that could have been a clue when we looked at that. But anyway, now we know more about how SwiftUI works, so not a total loss. At any rate, we've got our call message callback function that we're going to be calling back to our message callback that we set up from over here. So SwiftUI message callback is just going to be logging it. So I think at this point, if we just try to run, well, actually, I'm not sure if the logging is going to work. So what we'll do is let's just do the whole round trip. So in the SwiftUI manager, SwiftUI message callback, what we probably want to do is creates something that we can subscribe to. So like message received, callback, and so like I want some events for message received and send message. Send message. I guess send message can be a function, but message received is an event. That's private. That's fine. I don't know. I kind of want to, I'm going to swap the order of these because I'm kind of anal retentive that way. And I didn't write that initially, so I'm going to do this. Great. Next, public event or action. I always forget. Unit, and I think it's a Unity event. Unity action. Event. Let's see. It is. It's Unity event, and I need to include Unity engine dot events. Ugh, come on, engine dot events. Super public Unity event string. I'm going to call it on message received. And then what we do is on message. This is a static function, right? So I need to go. Swift UI manager. Can I get? I didn't create an instance of that. I guess I can make this a singleton 2. Yeah, somebody created this and was like, you could do it this way, but they didn't. They did it the lazy way. Let's just make it, I'll just fix that real quick. So we're going to go private bool. Okay, and here, let me rename this because I don't like m underscore in this context. I'm just going to give it a lowercase. Audio source, and this should be uppercase. Actually, are we even using this? I don't think so. I'm going to delete it. Private bool. Okay, I'm feeling better. Instance. Come on. Oh, it's not bool. It's a Swift UI manager instance. Then let's go. In its private constructor manager. Okay, equals null if. That should be static also. Okay, and I'm going to move this up one more. Again, being anal. Your mileage may vary about layout of stuff. Blah. There we go. Okay, if instance is not equal to null. Oh my god. If I can type today. Debug.log error. duplicate instance of Swift UI Manager detected. So that will be a problem. Otherwise, instance equals this. And then we can add public property. Swift UI Manager. Instance get return instance. There is no setter. All right, so there we go. Now I can delete this because that's stupid. Get out of here. Instance. Oh, that needs to be static also. Come here. Oh my God. Great. Oh, shoot. State manager already is a singleton. Great. Here's what you blah blah blah. Perfect. So now, great. Now I can call instance dot on message received. Dot that's right? No coalescing. Do I just call string message like that? String. What's the damn question mark dot? Is it like that? Dot question mark? What's the stupid syntax? All right, y'all C# experts. What's the syntax? There's like that fancy new syntax for like automatically checking if a function is null and then calling it if not. Yeah, like, but then dot, and then how do I do like dot invoke? Like that? I thought there was like a... They like simplified it, didn't they? Dot question, something like that. The function? That's typically not null. Well, I mean, yes, but in the case of events, like function pointers, so I think they like added some syntactic sugar for it. Property is null, but the event callback. This is a public event action, something? Yeah, exactly. This is a public action. And yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, something question dot invoke, right? Oops, I thought that's the case, right? question dot invoke. Perfect. Okay. It's just that it was an uppercase I on invoke. That was my issue. Thanks, y'all. We did it. Alrighty. So we're going to call that. So we're going to invoke that method. Awesome. So let's pop to Unity and set up that. Beautiful. So now we got our Swift UI on message received. Excellent. And so now we're going to add a function from ChatGPT. So let's see. So this is going to kind of go both ways here. So we're going to have a couple more functions that we want to create. So where are we? Swift UI Manager. I guess this should be in, well, I'm just going to put it in this file for now. I might decompose this later if it starts getting too complex. But let's call it was press string callback delegate. Okay, and these are mono invoke things. So that's okay. Leave that lower down there. Now let's go public void. This is, I guess, let's call it append message. String message. Windows set Swift message callback. And then I think there is something that we can do for that. Let's see. So in our Swift code, we do already have this concept. So chat message, send message. We're calling messages.append here. Message. Where does that exist? Where do I call that? Where do I set that up? Message. For each messages. Oh, here we go. Chat view, private var messages. Great. Okay, so I think I'll need a public function. Send message. Let's call it receive message. I'll add it underneath. Func message. String. Is that how I do that? I think I did that wrong. I think I gotta do it in a different, I think it's a different format. I think it's like var message like this, string like that. Is that how I do it? Oops. Something like that. Okay, and then let's do this. text input equals blah. Just like this, yeah. New message, new chat message, message. Which equals message equals message. Is current user false? Message is not append. Like that, possibly? Visual Studio is not great about highlighting this stuff. So let's actually go back to Xcode, because it'll tell me this a little bit better. It'll give me errors if I'm doing stuff wrong. Cannot find type string in scope. Yeah, okay, so I'm doing that wrong. Underscore. I guess I do it this way. Underscore message string, and it's an uppercase. Underscore message string. Okay. If you say so, Swift. And looks like opening parenthesis on the same line is the style for Swift, so let's stick with that style here. Okay, and I will just paste that then. Great. Okay. And then I want to export that function. So SwiftUI Bridge is where we're doing that stuff. Okay, so I just have to declare it with a cdecl like that. Swift delegate type. Okay, okay, so I think I have to do it this way. Have this type alias. Maybe I can delegate. Swift callback delegate type. Okay, let's actually maybe just kind of, let's see if I can do it this way. Let's see if it complains. Oh, again, I'm in Visual Studio. Let's go back to Xcode. cdecl can only be applied to global functions. Okay. And it's also not in scope. Okay. So if I want to actually, well, let's see. I think I have Swift message callback. That's already what I'm kind of doing, right? I think I already thought about this. Set Swift message. Yeah. Oh no, this is the other way. So the message callback is going to be called from Swift to set the message in C#. Yeah, okay, so it's not that one that I want. I want to do it the other way. So to call a Swift function from C#, how was I doing that? That's the other direction. Yeah, that's more like these ones. Open Swift window, close Swift window. Where? Let's see. What do we call this stuff? What do I declare this? Open Swift window. Okay, call cdecl declared in C# as blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it looks more like this. So open Swift window, close Swift window. And then I want to call I want to do something similar. Open Swift window, close Swift window. Send message. Well, I guess this is receive message. Receive message. And we get some unsafe and we're doing some different style formatting stuff here. Blah. Okay, so let's just try. So I need to get that window. Open window. How do I get a window? I just said open window. I want to get a window by name. Like, I want kind of a singleton pointer to this guy, too. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's see. Well, ChatGPT might be able to help me. How about the SwiftUI one? What's this one talking about? Swift multiply and stuff. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, how can I get a reference to a view by name? Let's see, is it possible? No, so do I manage the view hierarchy and abstracts? Okay. Any views focusing instead on the state that drives the views. There's several approaches. Functionality. State, binding, or other property wrappers. Okay, so I might need to do something like, yeah, because that's kind of how the environment stuff worked a little bit, right? Is using these kind of bindings. So I might need to create a binding in the view. Maybe I create a binding in the view and then I import it, something like that. If you want to change the properties of a view or its visibility, use state management, property wrappers. Interesting. Using view builder. No, I don't want to do that. ChatGPT is still thinking. Ooh, I broke ChatGPT. This question is too hard. I want to call a function in a Swift UI view from the global scope to append a string. How can I do that? Let's see. See if it gives me the specific answer I want using observable objects. View will update automatically when the state changes. The observable object. Okay, observable sounds good. Okay, this looks like it's something. Append the string from the global scope function global manager. Next manager string append world. Okay. Access the technology instance. Global publish properties. All right, you finish writing it out. Access to the correct instance of your data. Next manager or app data. Using global functions or singleton pattern can lead to harder to maintain code and issues with data consistency, especially in larger apps. Okay. Generally recommended to keep state changes as localized as possible, so well-defined data flows. Yeah, for sure. Unfortunately, I have to call this from static functions because of platform interop stuff. So yeah, sorry. I gotta break some of the good practices here. But using observable objects might be interesting. Text manager is an observable object. Function append string defines a view that observes this object. Okay. Message. I can probably do that. I can call like, make it like message history, something like that. I think I can do that. Chat view. Chat message. Amazing. So next one, so message history. That's an observable object. Published var messages. So let's do this. Actually, this one that's already a state. That was the thing that we were doing in option number 2, right? Use global publish runners. Okay. What was the thing that it said above here? State or other property wrappers. State management properties, like to control those properties. No need to name the text view. Control it through state. Interesting. Can I just do that? You can define an observable. I guess let me ask it. What does the state property wrapper do? Declarative UI updates, and state is a crucial role in this, providing a way to mutate state in a predictable manner that triggers UI updates when changes occur. All right, that's great. Ownership is used for private view-only state that is owned by the view itself. Okay. Means that the state variable is not shared with other views directly, but can drive the UI of the view that declares it. Okay. Storage of state properties in a search UI, not within the view itself. This external management also try to keep track of changes and optimize re-rendering. Okay. Mutability. It allows immutable data to be modified. Okay. Which is normally immutable. There's the data-driven nature. Changes to state properties lead to automatic updates of the body of the view. Okay. Okay, here's an example in practice. Count. Okay. It doesn't have to be shared across multiple views or persist to be on the life of the view. Access. Keep state private to the view to encapsulate state management for an external modification. Okay. For shared or more complex state, other tools like observed objects. Okay. So I think observed object is the way to go here. Scroll. Great, so we have then published var messages. Let's do this. And then func append. All it's going to do is it's going to call... Actually, let's maybe control C. String, and bool. Actually, it's like this: is user massage. Is it a user massage? If only. Okay, so new message equals construct a chat message. Append message. Is current user message. Okay. Message. Like that, and is current user's user message. Like that. Okay. That looks good. Messages append new message. Okay. Great. So it's going to have a state. Maybe. Like this. So like this. Let's do that one's private, so I'm going to put this one underneath. Environment object var text manager No, I'm going to call this message history. And that is a message history object. Okay. For each body content view. Okay. Stack. Append. Hello. Text manager.text. Okay, so I can access these properties directly, yeah? Seems like. Abadoos, howdy. How's it going? Good to see ya. How's your, I guess, last 2 weeks been? Text is published. Okay, this is published. Right now we're working on getting some more stuff set up in Swift UI. And we've been learning lots of stuff about how Swift UI development works by talking with ChatGPT and getting it to help with stuff. Okay, so that's published. Doing good? Excellent. Good to hear. Awesome, cool. That is published there, so I think I can access it. So I want to go for each message history dot messages. Message. Is that right? All right, that looks like what was there before. HStack, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So chat view receive message. All right, so now I don't have to instantiate stuff here, right? I can go messages. No, it's message history dot append, and I'm gonna call that text input true. Okay, perfect. And I think, can I do like name these parameters? Because that's helpful when I can. Keeps it clearer. Is current user, yeah. Current user, like that. What was the first parameter called? Message, perfect. Like that. Awesome, awesome. Message be message. And his current user is false. This is a received message. Okay. Okay, cool. What else? Okay. So now, set up the environment in your app. Okay, so we've got... So the text manager, is that the view? Content view, so text manager is that one, yeah. Environment object text manager, text manager. Okay, good. content view environment object. Okay, so then awesome. So we got to set up a global copy of this. So that's going to be in SwiftUI Manager. Is that right? No, sorry. This is my C# code. I want, I guess, here in the SwiftUI bridge. And then some scene. No, in the scene. So injected scene. Okay. But outside the app. So I think, can I make this global var and not text manager either? Oh my god, this scroll wheel. I'm gonna call this. Okay, this is a message history. Like this, so message history. Is it equals? Okay. And oops. Does that have anything in its constructor? No. Okay, good. Then what? So then in content view, well, it's the view that we care about. So in our case, it's the chat view. So when I create the chat view, like this, I'm gonna go chat view dot environment object. Like that, yeah? Is that right? Okay. Environment object, message history. Like that. And then in the global scope, we can refer to the text manager that we created here. Okay. Possibly. So that was SwiftUI Manager. No. SwiftUI Bridge. Yeah. Then receive message. Then we can go message history dot append. Okay, yeah, so I might have to refer to it this way, environment values dot message history. Let's maybe do that. Let's use the same pattern. Oops. Let's story equal environment values dot message history, because I created it that way. Then I can go message history dot append. Okay, and then I have to create a string here too, so let message equals string. Let's do the same thing, C string, and C name. Let's call it C message. That's too many S's. C message. Great. and then append the message. Now it's back into here. And let's add some debug print. Received message. Is that how that works? See message. Great. Hey, what's up, raiders? How's it all going? Do you see the raids in AR? Yeah, I do. Here, I'll show you. I've got the setup that I've got going on right now is I've got my chat window kind of floating next to my work window. How y'all doing? How's your stream, Matty Two Shoes? I'm going to switch back to desktop mode. Oop, and I think we're just about ready to test this. So what we're working on right now is we're trying to get a chat window set up for our mixed reality human app. Pretty good. Talked about Apple. They're apparently working on LLM. That was better than GPT-4. Yeah, I mean, Apple's been a little bit quiet about their LLM game, but I'm excited to see what they come out with. I don't know if y'all have been tracking a lot of the local LLM stuff, but the project, what was it called? I think just Local Llama or Llama something. Well, whatever. There's definitely been like some work to run Llama 2 on M2 hardware, which is pretty exciting stuff, because it's like Llama 2 is already pretty powerful, and now that Llama 3 just dropped, it's epic. My hardware, so I've got the setup that I'm using, like my kind of main AI workstation. Well, yeah, I've got a couple different environments set up depending on what I'm working on, but my main workstation is an Alienware system with a 4090 to do the kind of medium duty, I would say, AI workloads. It runs a pretty decent amount of stuff. And then I've got kind of a separate environment set up to do Vision OS development. So I've got just a MacBook Air, which is actually what you're seeing right now, and multiple keyboards. It's true. Yeah, I always get, when I switch between these systems like I do on stream, I'm always getting confused about my window layout or my keyboard layouts. And actually, just so that you can all see what I'm talking about, this is the keyboard that I rock with. This is a modern M001 keyboard, custom build. It's a chunky boy, but it definitely is lacking a few of the keys that you would normally expect on a keyboard. So yeah, it's a very clean setup. I love it a lot. I've got a lot of stuff bound on different layers to different hotkeys and stuff. But when I switch between operating systems, I definitely get confused as to what is where. All right, so let's see. I think we might be okay. I'm just gonna do, because I was working in the kind of base setup in the Visual Studio project. So I want to go do a build real quick so that it copies this stuff over, and I can then see if it's gonna work in my Xcode project. So let's do that. Let's do a build. Should be pretty quick because I didn't really do much work here. Oh, actually, you know what I will have to do? Hold on, I'm just going to cancel because I need to set up those delegates that I defined. So what I do, so in receive message, so ChatGPT on message received, I need to add my object SwiftUI, and that's SwiftUI manager. Was it send? SwiftUI manager, hold on. Oops. SwiftUI manager. This is my SwiftUI bridge. SwiftUI manager CS. I thought I created a receive message. Did I not? Swift message callback. Okay, I think this is what I want, right? I can't. Why is it not? Is it a pen message? Whoops. Okay, yeah, okay. So I did call, yeah, I did create an pen message stuff. Cool, Maddie, thanks for stopping in. See you later, man. Hope to see you around again subsequently. Let's see. So I can just call this Swift message callback, I think. Because that's going to invoke the on message receive. Oh no, that's doing that. So SwiftUI manager, when I append the message, I want to call actually, hold on. Let me think about this real quick. Starting from the send. So on the send side, we're starting from SwiftUI. I click send message. We've got in chat view. So let's go all the way back to chat view. I just kind of want to walk through the flow here so we know that we understand what's happening. Send message. So this is a user message, and we call the message callback. So this message callback is the one that we are subscribing to in C# code. So call message callback, that's going to be in SwiftUI bridge. So message callback, that's going to be our message delegate. So in SwiftUI manager here, here is the SwiftUI message callback, and that's going to be invoking the one there. So we need to connect the ChatGPT to that one first. So ChatGPT needs to have a send message. Pen message. Anchored position. Is this getting called anywhere? I don't think I need this anymore, do I? And then there's that key. That's fine. Okay, so send message. Yeah, it calls a pen message, but yeah, I think a pen message is... We need to modify this so that a pen message is actually going to use the Swift UI stuff. So I think we want to call this function send reply public, and it's async. I don't recall if we can connect the async stuff, but let's find out. So Swift UI on message received. We're gonna call ChatGPT. Oh, cool! I think I can send message. Just like that, eh? Does that work? Oh, no, that's Unity, that's the Unity send message function. That's not quite what I want. I want to call send reply. That's what I want. With the message text. Okay. Append message I don't want to use anymore. This is moved to Swift code. Let's see. Message appended in Swift UI. Let's see, and then I'll do the same thing. So append message in Swift UI. And then that's going to be where we call this guy here. Cool. And then so we figured out that we can just go question dot, and then I don't need to do this. Perfect. That saves a bit of space. Amazing. Okay, and I have, I think, the right one there. So Swift UI manager. So we send the message. We call send reply. That sends it to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is going to go run this function. So blah, blah, blah. It's going to create the chat completion. And then we're going to get our message back right here. And then we want to invoke this function, Swift UI manager, append message. So perfect. That looks like we've got the round trip. I love it. And then in append message, let's see if, I don't know if that's still hooked up. Let's see. I think we needed to do something there. Yeah, so append message, that's got to call, that's got to call Swift UI. I need a Swift UI like append message. Close Swift UI window, open Swift UI window, so Swift UI message callback. Okay. So I got to do something like this. Create one more. I'm almost there. Static extern void, append UI message. Append message? Append. Let's call it append Swift message. There we go, just so it's clear what's happening here. Static void append Swift message. Okay, string message. Create the stub for other platforms so that we don't get errors. And then let's see if to call one of these. Let's see. I don't think I had to do anything special really. Yep, just call it with a normal string. That is perfect. So append message. Let's call append Swift message. Message. Sweet. Awesome. And then Swift window. So let's see. Let's do the same thing that we kind of do to create this in the bridge. We're going to need to essentially clone that. Call this append Swift message. Message. Great. Let's call this append message. Wait. I already created this. Cool. I'm ahead of myself. Great. So receive message. Message. Amazing. Declared in C# as that. So oops. Control tab. Boom. Like that. So that's what I want to do. Actually, let's call it, I'm going to call it receive Swift message. Just so that we're clear here. Oops. Keep doing that. Okay, receive message. This is receive Swift message. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. I think that's it. Let's give it a shot. Build. Doing platform interop stuff is always a slog, but when it works, it's great. Save. For sure. Thanks for stopping by, One Lion. Always a pleasure to have you around, and hope to see you next week. Enjoy your evening, man. I'm about to wrap up here in a few minutes too. I think whether or not this experiment is successful, we're probably going to wrap up the stream after we give this a shot. So let's all cross our fingers. Yeah, now it's doing a little bit more compiling because we did some actual code changes. Really asking something for Software Dev Crowd. Yeah, no kidding, hey. Okay, yep, running low on disk space, so that's awesome. Gonna have to clear out the old cache. Xcode. Oh no, okay, it failed. Console. Yeah, let's clear out the Xcode cache. Okay, badoo. Users, Jeff Sipco. Library. Here we go. Caches. Here's a bunch. I don't need any of the cache. Xcode derived data. I can get rid of this. This is all cache. And then the device support stuff, that's okay. So let's delete this. Empty trash. Yeah, hard to type with closed fingers. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just keep crossing him. Never uncross. Okay, gotta try this build again now that we cleared up some drive space. Build. Juice. I know it. Sometimes I get even more worried when things work the first time, because it's like, if that worked, why? I get suspicious of my own code. I'm like, why did that work? I expected it to be broken. So we'll see. If it works, amazing, but suspicious. If it doesn't, expected, but oh well. And that's software development in a nutshell. All right. Xcode, let's go. Okay, so we got a couple Xcode errors now. Okay, what are you complaining about? Okay. Incorrect argument label. Call have messages user expected message. Oh. Fix. Okay, cannot find new message in scope. Okay. Call message callback with the text input. That's the string. Oh, and then set it to null after that. There we go. Incorrect argument label again. Fix. Perfect. Okay, cool. Those were easy errors to fix. Oh, the next one is I got to do the certificate. Run. And then while that's compiling, let's copy this stuff back over to chat view. Well, I'll just Control A, Control C. Chat view. There we go. All right, let's pop to mixed reality view for a tick. Wow, we build. Let's do it in the desert. Oh, sorry, I was trying to look at what that status indicator was. But yeah, got a little bit more building to do. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Oh. Okay. Let's see. I think we can fix this stuff. Message history. Environment value says no member message history. is that defined? Okay. So that's defined at a higher level. Maybe I don't need this. The other, like the ChatGPT suggested answer. Didn't have that, but now, yeah. So it can find that. This message history is here. Okay, so, all right. So we're calling it an environment object. All right. Did we get any Swift UI experts joining the stream? 'Cause I would like to try to use this object, this message history object, at a global scope to be able to call it from my C# code. So I'm trying to follow ChatGPT's advice and declaring it as an environment object, but that didn't seem to work exactly. Well, okay, hold on. Now that I'm back to typing mode, let's go to. We'll go to desktop view. var text manager, let text manager. Append the string from the global scope. Interesting. Okay. So here they're just saying let text manager equals text manager, and then do this. Because text manager is an observable object from anywhere, provided you access to the text manager instance. So does this make it, like, does that definition essentially make it a singleton? Is that what's happening? I guess let's try. I'll just try this and see. I mean, the worst case is that it doesn't work. So let's follow this pattern. Let's just do it straight in Xcode right here, and go to where. So let's go undo message history equals. Like that. Because that's in a different file. How do I... How do I do that? I guess I can ask ChatGPT here. It might be able to help me. Okay, so say I have okay, so in this example, maybe if I tell it if text manager, okay, let's ask. So in the previous example, if text manager is declared in a different file, how do I access it? There's the internet connection Swift as long as it's declared the appropriate access level. There's this internal access from within. Okay. Turn on by default. Okay. Content view.swift. Yeah, this is kind of like what I have. So this is the Swift file. It's declared as a singleton. Okay. Supposed to content view using environment object. Text manager.shared. Okay. So that I think that's a difference there. Where did I do that? Where do I create the chat view? That's in the injected scene, yeah. Message history dot shared, like that. No, so message history. Actually, here. Okay. So I think. Okay, so this, I want to do it like this. Okay, so this is looking a little bit better now. Message history like this. Perfect. Oops. I deleted that one. Okay. Text, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Great. So then here now I can use the shared. Message history dot shared, like that. I'm gonna delete that one. Okay. Okay. So it's working here in the injected scene. So then SwiftUI bridge is the problem. I just want to go message history dot shared dot append here. Whoa, what was that? Message history dot shared. Why isn't that in scope? Is it because it's a CDECL? Var message history. Oh, okay. There, is that? I think, did it pick it up? No. Var message history. Message history. Like that. Why is this? Is this a different module? What's going on? You don't have a view. There's definitely some shenanigans that happen here. Where do we use other stuff? We can open the window, dismiss the window. And S-message delegate. Okay. All right, so that's not quite working. What about these delegates? Swift callback delegate type. Closing to call the delegate from your okay, the content view calls this stuff. Okay, yeah. So this is those delegates are calling C# functions from Swift, right? Call menu, I go back. So from Swift. Calling that from Swift. We want to call a Swift. Now we want to call a Swift function from C#. Where else? Where else do we do that? I think this is the first one that we're trying. But, so what the hell? Is it just this cdecl? Yeah, no. What the hell? I guess I can ask here, but I'm not sure if this is going to help me. So, using Unity Polyspatial, how do I call a Swift function from C# code? Okay. Write your Swift function. Oh boy. Now they want me to set up a new bridge using Objective-C. I'm not sure if this is the correct answer. Well, okay. So this is the call. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to comment that out for now because I want to try this. I want to try this before we wrap up. So, bummer. We're not going to get the full round trip right now, but if we can at least get a debug message printed, I will be happy. And I've got a hard stop in just a few minutes. So, let's see. I hope your fingers are all still crossed. All right. Build succeeded. Let's go. Let's see if that worked. My one problem with this this keyboard setup is that I've got some of the 4 key is borked. But anyway, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Yoshi callback, okay. Great. There's Mickey. Well, I mean Steamboat Willie. Let's put him over here. He's the open domain. Here we go. Here's our chat window. Here's our debug window. So let's do this. All right, here we go. Hey. Send. Ooh. All right. Well, that appended. But we've got now some unhandled exceptions. Great. Unity. All right, cool. So we've got SwiftUI Manager, Swift Message Callback. And we call ChatGPT Send Reply. Awesome. Okay. Sweet. Sweet, y'all. So the pinvoke stuff worked. There's a null reference somewhere that I'll figure out. Line 57, so shouldn't be hard to track this stuff down. But yeah, awesome. We are very close to the round trip working. Just a couple things to kind of sort out. But seems all very doable, and we're almost there. So I'm pretty stoked about what we got done. That's not too shabby, I think. But yeah, I got a jet pretty soon. So let's start wrapping up the stream. All right. Let's see if there's anybody we want to raid today. Let's see who's online. Where's my mouse? Is it gonna do it for me? Come here. All right, great. There we go. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna just go take a new window so we can see what we got going on. Which of our friends do we wanna raid? All right. More Rural's pretty fun. Our Sean, also pretty fun. Yeah, why not? I think it's been. Oh man, and he's on the last day of a game jam. That sounds rad. Let's do that. Let's go visit Arjan. Okay. Raid. John. I'm typing right. Great. All right, y'alls. Let's do it. All right, it's been a blast, and I will see you all next time.